Okay, so let's move on to step 20. And step 20, we have all our components that we need to make the front axles. So in here, my tray, my bearings. So just so we know, remember, plastic things, yuck, get rid of those, rubbish. Sorry about that. We need BB5s, 4 of our step screws. These are 4mm by 11.5mm. We need BB8s, which are 3 by 22mm screw pins. We need 2 of those. We need the ball connectors. These are 5mm ball connectors. Offer them up on the drawing because these were clear. And I was kind of looking for the clear ones, and I'm going, not clear ones. It must be these ones over here. Then we need BB15s, the wheel axles. We also need D1 parts. So they're the blue ones, lower arms, to say. You need these C3 components, and you also need these F components. So this is F2, and there is a little 2 on this here, and F1, and again on here there's a little 1 on here, so you can never get it wrong, which is really nice of Tamiya to make sure it's labelled. And it's a case of putting this all together. So with our bearings, of course, we're going to pop bearings into our stub axles, the front axles. So first of all, we'll pop those in. What I might do is just use one of these axles to help push it home. There we go. So one on one side and one on the other. And technically you're going to put a bit of grease on there anyway, so okay. And it does say on here just to use a little bit of grease, so I'm just going to quickly put a little bit of grease on there. Okie dokie. Right, now we got what we need. We need to put the ball connector onto our stub axles. So this is the one with number 1, so F1. So we need to connect here. So going to use the little box wrench. So let's get that in, and you've got to get it in straight. So come out and pop that in. So that's those parts done. Then we take a C3 and we take this one, which is one side, doesn't matter, but as long as they go in. So we've got to pop this in here, and we're going to connect these like that with pin facing down, and we use these, your BB5s. And it's already got thread, so just to catch the thread, just come back half a turn and you'll feel it. Okay, so don't force it through, come back and you'll feel it. Okay, so that's that one. Same again on this side. these, using these, we're going to go in here, and what we'll do is a little bit of grease. So that collects there. Do the same again. Then we take another one of your ball connectors and we collect this hole on this side. So again, make sure these are on the front and then this one on this side. That is step 20 completed. Right, moving on to step 21. And step 21, we've got all our components again that we need to do this particular task. And we're going to need also a dog bone as well, because we've got to push these O-rings in. So D2s, which we need 2 of. We need this guy here, A5. Hardware, we need BB2. We need one of these, which are 3 by 27 millimeters. 2 of your BA3s, which are your 3 by 12 self-tapping screws. We need one of the flanged nuts, 3mm flanged nuts. BB8, 3 by 22 screw pins, we need 2 of those. Gearbox joint long, one of those. Gearbox joint short, one of those. And 2 of the O-rings, which are in black. The red ones are used for your shocks. First things first, again, it's a case of putting a little bit of grease on these little O-rings so that they are greased up, and a little bit of grease inside your cup joints here. Not a lot, because you don't want the paste to grind as you're running. Pop in your one of your O-rings and use the dog bone to push it down. Okay, that's how you do. And just a little bit of grease there. Not a lot, just say. Because if you put too much grease in there, it acts like paste and it grinds. So I'm just gonna get one of these black O-rings, pop it in. And forgive me there, I'm just trying to position it. There we go. So use the dog bone, push it in, and hopefully that should be in place. And once we've done that, we need to pop these gearbox joints into our front gearbox. So we take our front gearbox that we made earlier and correctly orientate this. So that way around and that way around. So these are on the top. And you take the short in this side and the long in this side. Okay, there we are. So they're plopped into place. Then you take your arms, and this is very similar to what we did before. And with these arms, we need to use the little screw pins that we made, which we've got here, these BB8s, I think they are, yeah. You need to take one of your screw pins and making sure you get this, again, the shoulder here Make sure you get this the right way around and in through the front and screw that home. And just a little twiddle, there we are. You know when you're there. Other side. And then this front piece, it's going to fit on here like this, sort of slides in. Your BB2 3x27mm goes through the bottom, through to the other side, and captive with your flanged nut. And this will then screw through the front and it will hold with the the BA3s, which are your 3x12mm. And then your captive nut one, hold there. You could use the box spanner if you wish on the other side, just to help. There we go. And that is step 21 completed.